Coming to you live from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, and all across the world, psychic, medium, and energetic healer Sheena Metal brings you messages from Spirit.
Hi, and welcome to Messages from Spirit, only on PARAPOD TV. I'm your host, Sheena Metal. I'm a psychic medium and an energetic healer and an interfaith minister. And we're here every Wednesday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. Again, only on PARAPOD TV. Here's what we do here on the show every week. I'm a real psychic medium, and I talk to real people. And they ask me real questions. I work to get real answers from Spirit. We have real conversations. And then hopefully we get them real answers and real healing. So that's what we do here every week. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, send me a text message, 818-437-0886. Keep in mind, we usually run about a month in advance, but we do also sometimes have cancellations because things come up for folks in life. So if you want to be on the cancellation list, let me know. And right now I'm booking the middle of December. So I'd love to get you in to a show. And I think it would be so much fun to have you here. Again, 818-437-0886. And if you're outside of the United States, then you can WhatsApp me, 1-818-437-0886, 1 being my country code. And please visit my website at sheenametalspiritual.com and find me everywhere on social media. That's Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and X, formerly Twitter. And it's just at Sheena Metal, just my name, all one word, all lowercase, nothing else. Easy peasy. So here's what we're talking about. During the show, usually I talk a little bit before we talk to people about something that's been on my mind. And here's what's really been on my mind this week. This is a kind of crazy time of year, leading up to Halloween and then the Celtic New Year Samhain and then Day of the Dead. Today, of course, is Samhain, November 1st, All Saints Day for folks in the Catholic Church. There is, when the veil gets very thin, sometimes people sort of lose touch in reality. And I understand that, like when there's a full moon, emotions can run high, emotions can run hot. People go through things. It's a tough time in our world. There's a lot going on in the world right now. Many of us that are empathic are feeling that. But you have to also remember this when you're dealing with people, no matter how you're feeling inside of you. Your thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. When a thought comes out of your head and it gets released into the world, either by your mouth or by your fingers, it is a thing that now exists on the earth. And even though in 5, 10, 20 minutes, a week and a half, 2 months, you may change your mind about the fact that you said that, that thing is still out there, resonating around the world, right? Like the shot heard around the world. It continues to live and resonate like a message in a bottle. So it would be like if you got angry at somebody and shot them, but then went, oh, I'm not angry at you. I'm sorry I shot you. But the bullet is still lodged in the person's shoulder. We can't forget that words, that thoughts and actions, verbal actions, written actions, are also things that live. Which is why it's so important that you watch what you think, because we need to not get into a bad, spiritually energetic pattern of repeatedly thinking negative things, repeatedly thinking angry things. But even more important than that, you need to watch what you say, whether you're speaking it or you're writing it. You need to watch what you're saying. And that's everything from a tweet. What is a tweet now? Is it an X? I don't know. A tweet to what you say to someone in passing, like if you're at a restaurant or you're in a store, what you, maybe most importantly, what you say to someone you love or someone you work with. Think before you speak, because thoughts are things and words are actions. And if you are going to release that bullet into the world, if you're going to roll up that piece of paper and put that message in a bottle, make sure that you're aware that it's going to continue to reverberate until its cycle is done. That's why people will say, I don't know why he's not calling me back. Well, because you called him 3 months ago and told him, I'm done with you. This is over. And even though maybe you didn't really mean that, or you didn't really feel that, all he can think about in his head is, I'm done. This is over. We have to be so careful what we say. And we have to be so careful how we act. And we have to be so careful about the tone with which we say something. Okay? All right, think about that. That's something really important to think about. And with that, let's do a message from Spirit. Again, if you'd like to be on the show, 818-437-0886. See, it's right above there. I'm not kidding. It's right there. Right here, and it's right here, and it's right here. All right. I'd love to do a message from Spirit now. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Who are you? Where are you coming in from?
I'm Matt. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Beautiful.
Sheena, I'm going to need those winning Powerball numbers.
45.
Yeah.
6. What if it really was?
Yeah.
What if I just reeled them off and then it was?
I'm going to jot them down right now.
Yeah, because I'm not. So please do and send me my half.
All right. So, along those lines of, what you're putting out there, reverberating. So I've got a big change going on at work. My old boss is being kind of pushed out to the side, and I've got a new manager coming in. She was very hands off.
Okay.
He's very hands on.
Okay.
And I'm still doing the old work and then
Okay.
taking on this new stuff.
All right.
And then my longtime coworker buddy, she's kind of over everything and getting ready to dip out here.
Right.
I don't know if it's soon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's like tomorrow, if she's gonna wait till like the spring till we get our bonus and stuff. But she's done. She's not here for the long term. So I've got workload to consider and
Sure.
all that kind of good stuff. And then I've got my creative projects that are I'm halfway through the first draft of the script. Hopefully we'll have discussions here in the next month or so. I mean, I got to do rewrites and stuff, but we got to get into pre-production. When it comes to the work environment, especially with this new manager, because he is so hands-on, I think when we talked about this before at my last company, and I think Spirit was saying, don't say much to them about what I'm working on and stuff.
No,
but
even your creative stuff, I wouldn't say a word to them about it. No.
Even at this new place.
No.
Because I'll have to take vacation time, to like say go do the shoot, and they're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm gonna be like, "Shooting a film,"
Yeah.
So
you're right. At the time of the vacation, at the time, Matt, that you have to take the trip, then it's okay to tell them. But if you tell them now, they're gonna think that every day you're sitting at your desk and all you can think about is you can't wait to take time off and go do that thing.
Which is totally true.
Which is totally true. And that's why you don't want to say it, because everybody knows that we would much rather make a film than sit in a day job.
Right. So, and that's fine. I guess I'm just thinking, because it is kind of in the near horizon now, and that's going to be, that cat's going to be out of the bag here in, let's say, 6 months, okay. Right? So once that cat's out of the bag, and I've gone in to do this, I guess I need to play it down.
Yes.
I don't want to.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what Spirit was
That's
saying.
what I was
Say it
trying
like
to.
this. I'm taking my vacation. Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, it's really interesting. A while back, I wrote this script and somebody's making it, and I'm going to go hang out while they make it.
Oh, okay. Got
You
it.
see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You
it
kind
just
of
becomes a
played on
number.
my.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they should know you're a writer in your spare time and you were just writing, and lo and behold, somebody's going to make it into a movie.
Okay.
And that way they think it's just sort of like a lottery kind of thing. Like, I want a trip.
Yeah.
And not and it's a vacation. You're going to go watch them make this movie of this story that you wrote.
Okay.
So
okay.
It
So
doesn't
more about
seem like,
them than me.
Right. It's right. Exactly. You're just so thrilled, but it doesn't seem like, you can't wait to, like you've got a whole separate career brewing. Like, oh, I've been working on this forever and waiting for this day, and I may never come back. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. As the changes were happening, I didn't know if I should be, creating some boundaries, or if I just go with the flow and then I'll deal with it when that time comes. So sounds like deal with it when that time comes and just play it down.
Yes. Otherwise they will fixate on it. And that's the last thing that you want, is the fixation. Gotcha.
Because that puts me on the outside then with them, and I don't need that.
Right. You don't need them to start to think that you're the weak link that only cares about it until your other thing gets rolling.
Sure. Okay.
Because that's how they think. You know what I mean? It's everything. You have to kind of consider your day job bosses like a controlling kind of crazy ex that you're now trying to be friends with benefits with.
Okay, that's fair.
But they don't really know that you're trying to be friends with benefits with them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make sense? That sounds so deceitful, and I don't mean for it to. But the bottom line is your vacation time is your own, and you should be able to do whatever you want. But that's just not how places like this are.
Yeah, they're always going to ask, and especially if I take 2 weeks, they're definitely going to ask, what I'm doing, and so I got to at least have something to say. So
Right. Yes, they want all your love, baby, and you can't let them have it, okay?
Right. Okay.
All right. I'm sending you so much love. I'm so excited for you, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
Take care, sweetheart.
All right.
So exciting. It's awesome. Good things. Isn't it terrible that there's people that you can't tell the truth about your life? I hate that. I'm a full disclosure kind of person, but I have learned the more years I've spent on the earth that sometimes you have to stop and say, wait, is this something that I want to tell everybody? Because not everybody is just that cool about everything all the time. It's a shame, but it is what it is. All right. Great. Let's do another message from Spirit. Thank you, Matt. It's always hard to be first. And I love when my guys call in. More men should go see psychics, because everybody should go see psychics. I don't ever want guys to think it's something just for women, because it's not. All right. I'm ready for another message from Spirit from my wonderful producer and engineer, Emery. Hi. Hi. I do not have any audio, sweetie. I can't hear you. Oh, she's twisting around. I can't hear you, sweetheart. I can see you. Your mute might be on. I'm texting you that I can't hear you. Isn't it wonderful that we have these little phones that just sit here with us all the time? Try going out and coming back in, sweetie. Sometimes that works. There's a little microphone in front of you, and if it has a slash through it, then your sound is turned off, period. Okay, let's do another message from Spirit while Vanessa gets it together. Nope, she's back with no sound. Look in the front where you see your microphone, and there might be a little slash through it, and you need to hit it again. There you are. Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes, hi, there you are.
Hold on, wait. Okay, so how can you see me go back? I am not the best with phones.
Okay. No, you're great. I can see you great. You're fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes, look at that.
Okay, there we go. We're in it.
Glad to have you, sweetie. Who are you? Where are you from? And what's your question for me?
Okay, I am Vanessa Vidal from Jersey City, New Jersey. And Sheena, this was about 8 months ago. I was at work and you did a reading for me.
Okay.
Sort of, kind of, the power went off. So I couldn't. So I'm going to pick up from there because I didn't
Not,
really hear anything. But
technology is not your friend, baby. It's always something with technology and you,
no, it
sweetheart.
is not. But I would love to know
Yeah.
my star in the sky, which is my dad.
Yeah.
He's deceased, and I just want to know if he have any messages for me. I I was 11 when he passed. When he passed, I was 11 years old. I am now 30 years old. I really didn't have the bond with him. He was incarcerated a lot, so we don't have that much time together. We didn't have that much time together, but I loved him dearly.
Yeah. Very sweet, right? Um,
Very.
he has not reincarnated. He's still here. He wants you to know that he's not going anywhere because he feels like you need his strength and his support. He said you need a hug
I need multiple
to
hugs, but
kind of get through things. So he is always doing this. Can you see what that is from the camera? Like a
I
hug from
could.
behind.
Yes.
He's showing me that when you were little, that he would sometimes stand behind you and kind of put his arms around your shoulders and neck. Does that make sense?
That's my picture on my page. My father has his arms around
Oh,
me,
there
around
you
my
go.
neck.
Yeah, just
Yes.
standing behind you. So that's what he's still doing, except now you're taller, so it's more like a waist hug. Um, he just feels like, he in spirit have had a talk about him staying as a guiding spirit. And when you were little, he thought maybe it was just going to be until you turned 18. But he just feels like you need him so bad. And you need him with you. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. I want him with me, but I know I can't have him.
He's
So
saying that you don't, two things. One is just what you said, that you haven't really, you need to make peace with the fact that he's gone, that he's not gone, but that he's gone in that way. And that he will be back. But when he's back, he'll be somebody else. So he'd rather stay in spirit with you right now. But he wants you to be okay with that, to be happy for the relationship that you have the way it is, and not always kind of be upset that he's not human. Does that make sense? Because he feels like you get upset that he's not human.
I mean, I don't get upset that he's not human. I get upset that he's not here because he took his own life. So
Right. But
I
he
don't
is
get
here
upset.
a lot. He's here a lot. This is the thing
How?
about when they pass. There's
Hmm.
no space and time where we go. Our space and time is an earthbound concept,
Hmm.
and there's no space and time where we go. So they can be there all the time and here all the time because time is different. Time is more like a Rubik's Cube, like a matrix, than it is like a line. There's no timeline there. So he's with you a lot. He worries he's with you too much. And he also says that you have never really, and he says this with love, and I'm saying this with love, and spirit is agreeing with love. He's saying that you've never really valued yourself for who you really are. That
Ooh,
you don't give yourself enough
enough
credit
credit.
for how magic you are.
I want to say elaborate because I don't want to take it for something else because I could have my own understanding of it.
Sure, he says that you don't give yourself enough credit for how special you are. That you downplay your magic. And and he wants you to own that more how special you are, because he sees you. He knew how special you were when you were little, and now he sees you from a place where you can assess somebody in a non-biased way, and he understands how amazing you are.
Okay, I
He,
wonder if that was referring to, because I also do readings. I
okay,
make bracelets, I make charms, but I
beautiful.
also do it for myself.
Sure.
And whereas though most people, like my mom, she doesn't approve of it. So I hold back a
Yeah.
little bit. You know, sometimes when you're around people,
Right.
they may make you feel like they may discourage you from doing what you know sits right with you, but they don't.
Yes.
You know, so when I am doing it, I try to keep it really low. But I know that's a gift and my blessing that I have. I am
Absolutely.
very intuitive. I'm a Cancer. I'm a water sign. I'm
Yeah.
very emotional. I'm a
Right.
giver.
And
And
cancer, yes, and cancers tend to not undervalue themselves, right? To negate their greatness.
there you go. To negate, if I could have
Yeah.
said it the way you just worded it, it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I just know with my love life, is he happy? Am I going in the wrong path? Like, does he approve, or is there a sign? Because I've been going through some
He
shit.
completely approves. He just wants you to follow your dreams, do more things that make you happy,
Hmm.
and and soar. Follow all your dreams and don't listen to anybody. He said a lot of people are jealous because you have gifts, and you were sort of surrounded by a lot of people who are like, well, what makes you think you're so great? And that kind of seeps in, but you are great, and he wants you to know that, and he wants you to maximize your healing powers to help the world.
Okay.
He's all about it. He has a super mystic soul.
Okay. Well, okay. That's my shorty.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna follow what he wants?
I mean, in the sense of following what he wants, I also have to come to terms of what I want. I am so
Yes.
lost right now,
Yeah.
Shayna. I'm really like on a point where I'm laying things out, eliminating what's not necessary. So I
Think
could be left with what matters, and it's hard right now.
think about what he wants. You're gonna find it.
Okay,
All right?
will do. Yes, I
All
will.
right. Take care, sweetheart.
Take care.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
All right. Yes, you have to value yourself. Let's all listen to Vanessa's dad. Let's all realize how special we are and soar. I don't have anything to say better than that. I think he said it all. And I don't have anything to say past that. So let's do another message from Spirit. Hi. Hi.
Hello, me?
You're with me live.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Oh
Who
God,
are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Orfield, Pennsylvania, originally from Jersey.
Beautiful. And your name?
Gloria Demura.
Hi, beautiful. Just so everybody knows who you are. I know who you are, but I want everyone to know who you are.
Oh, it's cold. Over here, it's cold right now.
Oh God, it's 85 degrees here at the beach. It's too much. Where's my
I'm
autumn
jealous.
weather? My jack-o'-lantern's gonna melt. What's your question for me today, sweetheart?
Am I gonna move from here and sell my house by summer of next year?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. You have not yet put the house on the market, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because
You're
I don't
trying
know
to
what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I wish I knew if I'm going to Florida or Arizona. I
I
don't
was
know.
just gonna say, it looks like you're going south. I think you're going to Florida.
You know what? I think you're right because I keep reading it that I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Florida. Going south, going south, going south. But my
Yeah.
family, my brothers are in Arizona, so I keep thinking maybe I'm going there. I don't know.
I mean, Arizona is technically also south, I guess, south and west, but I don't know. I think you're going to Florida. Not only do I think you're going to Florida, but I think you're going to thrive there. It's going to be you will never again say you're cold.
And right now I have no idea how. No idea how it's going to happen.
Yeah. It's just going to happen. Like, it's like all of a sudden you're going to get an email or a text message, and then you will know, and then things will start fast tracking like you wouldn't believe.
And it's going to be boom, boom, boom.
It's going to be boom, boom, boom. But it looks like the ball isn't going to be set in motion until late spring, early summer of. You're hoping to move in 2025? Is that what you said?
No, 2024, I was hoping.
Yeah, I see summer. I see summer. I thought you meant summer of 2025, but I see summer.
No, I want to get out of this place.
I'm telling you,
I own a mobile home that I just got to get out of this, because this place is going up and up with prices. It's crazy.
Yeah, late spring. And then everything's just going to happen. And by this time next year, you'll be settled.
I hope.
It's going to move really fast. So Spirit is saying, start getting your celestial poop in a group. Like, start organizing the boxes and packing up the things that you're ready to pack to take. And just start getting a little bit of a jump on it, because when it starts moving, it's going to be like a house on fire. You know?
Okay.
And you're going to sell that house and buy a place that's cheaper in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cheaper. Are you looking at the Gulf side?
I don't even know. I haven't a clue where I'm going right now.
Gulf side, because Spirit is saying like the Tampa area, St. Petersburg, Tampa, like that area.
Is that by Sarasota? I don't even know.
Oh God, I don't know where Sarasota is.
Sarasota by is it Merritt Island by the Cape Canaveral? Is that in that area?
No, that's the other side. That's by Orlando. Look at the Gulf side. Oh, he said my engineer is from Florida. He said Sarasota is a little north. So I guess beautiful. Yes, that is the Gulf side. Yeah. So good. Yes. Yeah. Hang tight. It's happening. All right.
All right. Thanks.
Sending you love, sweetheart. So exciting.
Thank you.
Send you some love.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Wow. It's amazing how things just happen. And when they start happening, then they keep happening and they just roll on, right? That's beautiful. All right, let's do another message from Spirit.
Hi, Sheena.
How are you? Who are you? And where are you coming in from?
I'm good, thank you. I'm Joy Wright, and I am, well, Lambertville is where I would like to land. That's where I was living with a friend of mine, and things kind of went south with that. So I said Lambertville, New Jersey.
Okay.
Although I'm in Bucks County, Pennsylvania right now. So that's part of my question.
Okay, lay it on me.
So as I was saying, Lambertville is where I moved to, and I'm really, really happy with that area. I really feel at peace there, but I had to leave my friend's house because of, their relationship and things like that. So my daughter is going to...
Because of crazy.
Yeah, because of crazy, exactly. And we've been through enough. I'm really just trying to find peace, and I've been working really hard on my healing, but I'm kind of at a standstill right now. So my question is two things that really are on my mind heavily all the time, and that is my living situation. Will I be able to settle in Lambertville in a place by the holidays? And also I'm wondering about my love life. When is that going to start taking off? I feel it's very, very soon. Everything feels so soon. I just Just want to know when I can see things actually
Sure.
start to move.
Sure. Tell me the first question again, because the love life question was so strong that it literally erased the other question from my memory. Maybe you don't want the first one answered.
Maybe not. Whatever spirit wants to tell me. My first question, though, was when will I actually be in a place of my own with my daughter? Or will we settle in a place that's close to her school so that she can stay in school?
Yes, you will settle. Yes, absolutely. And it looks like spring, like early spring, like March, April. And here's the thing about where you are. I feel like this love life thing, Joy, you're currently away from the person that's in your heart.
Yes.
And I feel like energetically, you're almost fighting being where you are, because where you really want to be is near that person.
In spirit, yes. Where I really want to be is near my person in general.
Yeah, but I
like
mean,
not
you
in
kind of want to
living.
live near that person.
I do want to live. I want to live with that person.
Right. But I mean, for starters, you want to live near that person. So there's a part of you that's kind of fighting the fact that you're not, and it's part of the reason why you're not settling, because really in your soul, your idea of settling is settling with that person.
Yeah, it is. I feel like my life is supposed to start with that person.
Yeah. So you're like untethered. You're like
Yeah.
an astronaut on the cord floating around the space shuttle. And
Yes.
you're not really making a decision where to land because you're holding out for where you really want to land.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be in the city of Philadelphia. That's where he lives.
Right.
I really love Lambertville, and my daughter is going to school there, and I think we're in a good place being there, except I'd like to live there.
Okay.
So it's just very confusing.
Yeah, I understand that, honey. I understand. Don't hold up the energy of settling in any way around him.
No, yeah. That's
It's
why
really
I'm like,
important. You need to
Lambertville is
make
where I
your
want to
own
be.
way. Right. You and your baby need to make their own way, sweetheart. When he decides to get his poop in a group, that's great, but you can't hold up your life waiting for that, you know?
Yeah.
And I know how strong that soul tie is, and I know that it pulls on you, and I know that there is love surrounding it.
Yeah.
But
when?
right. But when he's damn good and ready, and not before the end of this year. So let's get you settled in someplace happy and get your daughter happier, and everybody get happy, and that will inspire him to be happier and be more settled and come around quicker.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm living with a friend, and my thought was that I would be out of here by the holidays, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Probably
will I be in some other place before that?
I would say right after the holidays.
Okay.
All right, sweetie. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Take care, honey. It's hard because we do this, right? We gauge our lives around the people that we're in love with. And sometimes we hold us up while waiting for them. And that's not good. But we do it. So, yeah, that's rough. You got to get your own thing going, Joy, okay? All right, let's do another message from Spirit. Hi. Okay, I can't hear. There we go. Your sound is not on.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry.
Hi. Where are you from? How are you? Who are you?
Stressed. I'm from Binghamton, New York.
Beautiful.
It was just snowing here a little bit ago. It's cold.
I love it. Where is that in New York, sweetheart?
I live about maybe 10 to 15 minutes away from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like southern New York.
Right. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Yeah. But snowing, and here it's 85.
It must be nice.
But it's weird because it's 85 and then it's 50 at night. It's the weirdest weather. Weird desert weather we're having right now.
I mean, shoot, I'd be happy with 50.
Come on out, baby. We're barbecuing and swimming here today.
All right.
What's your question for me, sweetie?
My life is very chaotic. I feel like I've been sober 6 years off heroin, but it just seems like it's supposed to get better, but it just feels like it hasn't gotten better.
Okay.
I just want to know if it will get better.
It's going to get better, honey. It's such a huge life change.
Yeah.
And it takes a while for you to catch up to it. You know, people think that the worst thing about detox is the physical element, but that your body actually adapts the easiest.
Yeah.
It's your mind and your soul that have a hard time adjusting.
I fully agree with that. I'm mentally, I feel some days like I'm on top of the world, and then some days like I feel like I could just fall apart. I don't sleep because I worry about everything. Like I haven't paid rent in 4 months because I just can't right now. My daughter's father lives here, but he don't have a job anymore. So it's just like my financial situation is just, everything is just hard. It's hard right now. It's hard as hell. And I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. I got to walk 3 miles to the store. It's just, some days I just can't do it.
Yeah, I totally get it, sweetheart. It's this is gonna look, if this sounds harsh, forgive me.
No, go ahead.
But Spirit is saying that you need to start thinking of yourself as someone that things happen for and not someone that things happen to. And it's
that
really
makes sense.
easy when you're newly sober, and you're relatively newly sober, and the world is extremely overwhelming, to just feel sort of like you're God's pincushion. But you have to remember that your strength in getting sober, that's something most people never do.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. I was on drug court, and I ran into somebody that was on drug court with, and I thought they graduated after me, but they got sent to prison, and they're back to like the same habits doing drugs. It's like I wanted to break that cycle. I was sick of being sick. I don't know why some people just keep it going, but you got to be really strong, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, you're incredibly strong. So remember how strong you are, and remember, because you are so strong, you can do anything. Anything.
Yes.
All right? Remember that.
Yes.
You can do anything.
Okay.
And that's great news, right?
It definitely is. I just got to think it more often than what I actually do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Things are going to get better. First thing to concentrate on is work. For you and for your guy. Work has got to be the thing.
He's not my guy. He's anything but my guy. Ugh. Makes me sick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Have you had some kind of a relationship with him?
Yeah, we were together for 7 years, and we went through like a domestic violence situation. We went through doing drugs together to getting clean together, and he's been back in our life for like 2 years now, and nothing of what we are is a relationship. So I have to remind him daily that like we ain't nothing. I literally tell him we ain't shit, excuse my language.
Okay.
But like I feel like he needs to hear it. But then he's still like he sticks here. I have one child with him, and then I have my older two by a different person, but it's just he just does nothing good for me and my kids, I feel like. And I don't feel like I should have to pick up me and my kids and move.
No, I agree. Boy, he's so attached to you.
I don't know why.
I mean, it really
Ugh.
is like he believes it's a soul tie. Like it really is a thing for him.
Well, he don't show it. I'll tell you that. Shoot.
Well,
He's
yeah, I don't think he shows it with anybody.
no. He even denies his 5-year-old. Like, Daddy, pick me up. No, and I'm like, how can you deny your child?
Yeah, because he's just a miserably unhappy person, sweetheart.
He is, and I ask the spirits around here all the time that are like attached, because I live in a trailer park. So I ask, the history of it, and I ask, do you guys like Andrew? And they're like, no, they do not. They see
Yeah.
how he instigates and insinuates, accuses, like they think he's an ass.
Right, yeah. Well, he acts like an ass.
Sure does.
But he clings, and he clings on a spiritual level, sweetie. There's soul clinging happening. He sort of needs you to complete him. Does that make sense?
It does, but like, man, I don't feel that way, so I don't know why my soul feels that.
Well, I don't think your soul feels it. I think his
it's
soul
just
feels
his.
it.
Oh, good. Yeah. Because I don't hate many people, but it's just, he makes me so mad.
No,
like,
he believes you're like his soul partner, and he clings. Like if you packed up and tried to leave tomorrow, he would fight you.
Probably. We fought many of times.
I mean, I don't mean like
sad.
fight you like with his fist.
Oh, no. I mean like any kind of fight and like
no,
talking.
Don't go, and he'd give you a million reasons why you shouldn't go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to think.
Yeah. So this is the thing. Start thinking about 3 things. One is job, and then one is new place to live.
Yes.
And then one is I have a blessed life, and I was given this gift of sobriety, and I'm going to use it to have the best life I can have for me and my kids.
Absolutely.
Because I know you always put your kids first, and I think that's so wonderful.
I do. I finally got a pair of shoes. I went 3 years without a pair of shoes because my kids come before I do. I will go hungry before they do. They are my life.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. And now you've given them the biggest gift by getting sober.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm all they've ever had, so like I feel like my soul would be clinging on to theirs. Like I'm lost without them.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think you're such a beautiful person, sweetie, and you're in such good shape. And
thank you.
I know it seems like you're not, but a lot of that is that everything since you got sober feels like your skin's been ripped off.
It just feels like I'm cursed.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're not, honey. You're just overcoming this last couple of challenges. You've overcome the biggest one. And also you're a very empathic person. Very empathic people do things like drugs and alcohol, smoke a lot of weed, because life is a lot when you're an empath, right?
Yes. Life is a lot.
Life is a lot. This could be my shirt. Life is a lot when you're an empath.
And I'm gonna buy it.
I love that story. Okay, I'm gonna make a note to myself after the show that I'm gonna make that shirt. And also one that says, "Why do I feel everything?"
I feel that hard.
So I had a friend in my 20s who was an empath who had a lot of problems. And I'm one of those weirdos that's never done a drug or drank or anything because I know better. I'm Irish and I know better. And we were talking at a party once, and she said, I tried heroin once. And I said, really? And she's like, I got to tell you, I get it, because it made all of my pain go away.
It does, but as soon as you're done fading out and nodding off, it's like at first you don't get sick, but that's what keeps you going back. It says, oh, I'm not sick, I'm gonna be okay. And then after doing it for a little while, you do get sick. I call that the devil's drug. Some people call weed the devil's lettuce. No, heroin is definitely the devil. Yeah, I think that's funny. Every time I hear that, the devil's lettuce, I think it's hilarious.
I think that's fantastic. I never thought about it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think weed's great.
I have a lot of friends that are untapped psychics that smoke a lot of weed to block the channel because they don't want the messages. Because the messages are hard sometimes. You know, you're going to be
Yeah.
okay, sweetie. I'm sending you so much love. I think you're a rock star and you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you for helping
Take
with
care, love.
clearing some stuff up.
You bet.
Thank
Take care,
you.
sweetheart.
Okay.
Congratulations on being so wonderful.
Thank you.
See, and this is the thing, folks. Every week it seems like there's a running theme, right? And this week, you know, with Joy and with Vanessa and with Charlotte, I mean, there seems to be this, and even Gloria to some extent, there seems to be this running theme of Spirit is trying to tell you what a rock star you are. Spirit's trying to tell you that you're enough, that you're doing great, and that you're a rock star. I think if everybody could just see this from God, we would all feel so much different. You know what I mean? I think that's why in organized religions, if you go to Catholic Mass or synagogue or a Buddhist temple or an evangelical church or, you know, wherever you go, that's kind of the message, right? God's got your back. God's about you. God's thinking about you. You're not going to fall. God's going to catch you when you fall, because this is what Spirit is always trying to impart to us. You know, we got this. It's okay. We got this. And the worst absolute thing that can happen to you is you die and then you go home. And home is beautiful. So there is really no lose. There's only win. Win, 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 win. There's just wins that keep going. But it's hard for us as humans because from a young age, we are filled with fear. And the world fills us with fear. And we absorb that from a very young age, and we pick up the fears of the world. And then we continually digest that fear every day. And that's how we grow up like we are, kind of jacked up and needing to then go on a spiritual quest and therapy and spend the rest of our lives trying to unload all of this baggage that the world put onto us. And it's so important that we walk away from that, that we walk past that fear, that we say, not today, Satan, right? I can't even explain how important that is. And also, it's so important that we believe in us. We're our best friends. We are walking this path with ourselves. We need to be best friends with us. We need to believe in us. We need to put us first. We need to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Yeah, you and me, we're doing this. We're doing this together. We're so fixated on the one. Guess what? Here's a big secret. If you take nothing from the show today, take this. You are the one. You are the one. Make yourself the one. And then the soulmates and the twin flames and the everything will come to you. But you have to be the one for you. I'm Sheena. This is Messages from Spirit. Thanks everybody who's on the show today. You're all wonderful. If you want to be a guest on the show, or you just want to contact me and say hi, you want to book a private session with me, 818-437-0886. And please visit me at SheenaMetalSpiritual.com. And of course, I'm everywhere on social media, just at Sheena Metal. That's Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and X, formerly Twitter. Till I see you next time, thank you for watching Messages from Spirit only on PARAPOD TV. Thanks for the PARAPOD TV founder and owner, Tony Sweet, for having us on his wonderful network. It's always a joy to be with him here, with you here on this wonderful network. And of course, my fantastic engineer and producer, Emery, who literally makes my world go round. Thank you, my friend. Until I see you next time, seek peace, live in love, lead with kindness, embrace unity, always work to raise your vibration, and know that you are loved and you are loved, and you're so loved by me. I'm Sheena Metal. This is Messages from Spirit, and I'll see you next time. Take care.
Mm-hmm.